power try to invade Africa. Yes, they went down there with all the lust and the greed. But don't care how they try, they still can't succeed. Yes, they kill and keep killing. But the more that they kill, the more they see coming. And when they try and they can't make hand with Africans. They just pack up the bag and they're gone to the land. Why? The more Africans they come down, it's the more Africans we come. The more warriors that they kill, it's the more they see coming. They kill Zulu, they kill Zulu, they kill Mosi, they kill Swansea, Matambele, Katambele. The more warriors that they gone down. We get back Mozambique so easy. Zimbabwe and Angola are ready. And if it's one thing I saw now as ever, Namibia and South Africa around the corner. Yes, it's one bomb that drop on Hiroshima. And they get the whole of Japan to surrender. And in 200 years, red out on the reservation. But for 400 years, they still can't subdue African. The more warriors they gun down, it's the more warriors we come. The more Africans that they kill, it's the more they still coming. They kill Tutu, they kill Toba, they kill Ashanti, they kill Watusi, they kill Beni, they kill Swahili. The more African that they gun down. They deal with Lumumba long ago. Yes, they deal with Moboya and Steve Biko. Yes, they keep killing leaders after leader. But don't care how much they kill, Africans won't surrender. And how come these same people want to tell me Africans today have no unity? But I know they may say a song, they may say a man. But one day Africa will be living under one flag. The more Africans they come down, it's the more Africans we come. The more warriors that they kill, it's the more they see coming. They kill Zulu, they kill Bali,
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Live with JB, courtesy Catch You Wave Solutions and the Pride of Tobago Foundation. All you don't know, we in season 2, episode 11. Now we climbing that ladder, yeah? We climbing closer and further and further. So this evening show, just to let you all know, it is entitled "A We Tribute to Mother Africa." Not judge the book by the cover, right? So I want all to remember that. So this evening, we although don't know we are celebrating African History Month. This whole month we would have been celebrating African History Month, and this show would be the closing off of our African History Month celebration. So listen now. We're going to have a musical awakening with our African drums and uplifting songs from our Queen K. Yeah, what Queen K. I remember Miss K. Allen. Yeah. Listen, we're gonna have a cultural awakening with our modern day version of the Lenhan. That we would have, trust me, we're gonna bear fruit tonight from the Lenhan, the more modern day version. So good evening, Miss Cheryl, Miss Sharon, Miss Diane, Miss Jojo. Good evening, good evening. Nice to have you all tuning in, man. So don't worry, we're gonna have an awakening of our taste buds to wear with a big boss doubles. And we're gonna have an inspirational awakening also to reveal both the truth, the ugly, and the bad. You understand? With regards to our heritage, our African heritage. So, are they ready for today's show? I want a little start to share up the live in because we ain't come out to play today at all. Let's see how I come out. I come out with my princess wear. So I don't know when the princess wear is on. We ain't come out to play at all. So today we're gonna make Mother Africa both cry and smile this evening with our special tribute. Also, we're gonna have a big international star for you understand? Sorry. I just see my star smiling and again distracted. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch this morning star. So we have an international star. One of our own surprising reveals ever. Don't worry, let's serve is the most exciting reveals you're going to see right here on Live with JB today. So I want to talk to you all a little bit just before I start, before we hit things off, as we are in African History Month currently, and I really want to share a part of my truth and my story and why I am so passionate about celebrating African History Month, a point that I went on a surprise. Not even my own cheerleaders and them knew, one directors knew that I was coming out in my African way. This is just the excitement for me, how excited I was to be a part of this. Because as the show is entitled, not judge the book by its cover. So I'm gonna share a very touchy part of one of my stories growing up. And those of you all who didn't know, because one of my cheerleaders would have told me recently that she gave me a joke with Miss Sharon. Didn't know I was an East Indian. So for those of y'all who didn't know and who don't know, I'm an East Indian. My hair is straight. Yeah. So I want to share a story about me growing up in an East Indian family and how trying and disturbing it was for me. Right now, I would have been abandoned and left home alone, unattended to, nobody to look after me, nobody to care for me, home naked, hungry as a child. And I would remember that where we live, it had a African family by the name of the surname Cornwalls in Penal. Big up all your whole self to that whole family. You know why? When I was a little girl left home by my own, these African people, this family used to take me over by them, bathe me, put on the children clothes on me, comb up my hair, you understand, feed me. And the consequences for me to even go over by these African people were abused from my family. My May his soul rest in peace, my deceased brother, my father's mother, who is also deceased, and other sisters who are still alive. They were quite, let's put it, I just want to be frank, so let's excuse the language, right? Because, when you're telling your truth, you had to talk the thing. And growing up with my East Indian family, they used to tell you straight, don't talk to nigger people. Don't eat from nigger people. Don't be friends with nigger people. Don't let nigger people touch you. And we were neighbors with these type of people. And my father's family were total and are racist. They don't like African people. So when they abandoned me, but I just want to give a little piece as to why I, out of all my father's children, received that abandonment. My mother got pregnant with me, but she was also seeing another mister, right? So my father's family wasn't sure who was my father. So in their mind, they were thinking that my father would have been the man my mother left my father for. So I ended up like the black sheep in the family. So nobody didn't really want to take care of me because it's like an ex-man child, and they could have cast you aside and just leave you there, and everybody else get little taken care of and was little princess and whatever. But I was thankful that as a child who didn't have a voice, that I had these African family who at times, you understand, would take me over by them, feed me, clothe me, dress me, listen to me. And when I look at my life from growing up there, and I used to go through real abuse, When I tell you abuse like that, I remember once the African neighbor, the mother, had to come and grab me from my big brother and run with me because she said if she did leave me with him, he'd have killed me. I remember as a child, she doing that. She had to just pick me up and run. Licks. And why was the licks? Because I was seen or glimpsed across by the African people. Don't let them even glimpse you, because trust me, you're over by them, but you're peeping, you're watching up the hill to see when they're coming home because you know your cocktail book. Here now, man, but they try to run across the road and scale along that hill. So, listen, I remember once I was hanging out with my sister and them, daddy going to work, brother going to work, grandmother going in the market, and we were hanging out with the African neighbors. And my sister, the African girls, and as children, we touching each other and we were playing and saying, and one of the girls touched my sister, and my sister did this. When the person walk off, when one of the girls walk off, she did this. And I'm like, why are you doing that? But that's the hate that she was taught. This is what they taught us. Now let them touch you. You understand? But I knew she still had love in her heart for them too, because they were like family to us. But as children, we were told not to hang around them, not to be around them. So it was a very depressing stage for me. But a long story short, when I look at my life in a nutshell, from growing up at home, ending up in the orphanage, coming out of the orphanage, you understand, and living here, there, and everywhere, were African people who contributed to me being big how I am for today. You understand? They would have contributed towards me. I really would have also struggled with, I would have even struggled with liking my own. Because when people think I'm racial, I'll be like, I am racial, probably, but to my own. Because of the hate that I was shown from my own, I never liked my own. Anyway, you see me is some African best friend or some African friend from since in the orphanage. I never like my kind. I don't care how loyal you are to me. I don't want you as a friend. So I had a struggle to even accept my own. You understand? But God is good, and I love African people to my heart. They are all of this because of for today is African people again is the product of what you are seeing for today. So yeah, I just really wanted to share my story to open the eyes of everybody to show them that racism is really alive and well in our country. So let we not be in denial. And my life is a testimony, and it's just that power. It's just the power of love and the resilience, you understand, of the African spirit. Yeah, will overpower hate any single day. Trust me, it's just a love that they have. So let we celebrate the African heritage with each other. You understand? And let me make Mother Africa proud. Yeah? So I love all you. And yes, I'm seeing the comments. Good night, Miss Donna. Yes, all your girl is a whole Indian. Ooh. Okay, I was just making sure who came backstage there. So I really love. I in a way I wish it never had to end so quick, but say what, you know? The purpose of this show is about the culture and history of Tobago, and when you go back, it's about where we come from, and this is why I am passionate about that as well. You know, so I really love what I do, and I love to learn more about it. So that's why sometimes when Dr. Rita come on, me and Seth, what she to go. She could stay right there and talk the whole show 2 hours, and we could have anybody else after. I just don't want her to go because I just want to know and learn too. So, yeah. So taken. So we're moving on now. So talking about my own troubles of bringing. It makes it. It's a good time for us to remember that it was such a stressful time we have been living in for the past, basically we could say probably 2 years now with this pandemic. And y'all know one of Live with JB guests. Y'all know who came on Live with JB. Um, what Money Girl Stylist? All I remember Money Girl Stylist. Right. So Money Girl Stylist. She's offering a free stress management webinar on December the 9th. So let me just pull up the flyer. You don't have to pay for it. It's actually free. You all could contact her here. Let me just remove these things so that you all could see. So you all could contact her and partake of this webinar that she has to offer to the public, and it's free. So, during this stressful time in this pandemic and so on, a lot of us going through a lot of things. And just know that somebody care. They care to a point that they're offering free service. You understand? Just to ensure that, hey, you survive it, you pull through it. You understand? So we have Ren Wilson stylist who here and have all your back. So I'll utilize this opportunity, take a screenshot. I'll also post it on my page after. So you all could send around and share to your family and friends and let them know, hello, help is here and it's free. You gotta pay. Because now when you're looking for counseling, here now man, the kind of money you gotta pay out for counseling, ask my cheerleaders and them they could tell you. Or they gonna know more about that as the show progresses, man. Don't worry about yourself. So here now, man. This is a really, really easy way to get into our safety message for this evening. And all I don't know, in Trinidad and Tobago, everybody know bars open, restaurant open, everything open up except probably the beaches. Yeah, so everybody outside, as the young people, let's say we outside. And currently in Tobago, here is the Tobago House of Assembly, which will be in December the 6th. So all over Tobago, we have campaigning taking place by different political parties. And I just want to let everybody to know, please let us be safe during this pandemic, social distance, wear all your masks, you understand, sanitize, wash all your hands, change all your masks often. Yeah, and let me just follow the COVID protocols. And let me don't take now is not time to take our guards down at all. And don't even bother to get locked up. Waste our time. You understand? All you have to do is obey the law of the land. Do the little simple things. If you know when you drink, you just lose your senses. Don't drink. Leave the alcohol unknown. Say no to alcohol. Because it could cause you to pay a fine that, trust me, you will regret the next day when you're sober. So to all my Tobago people, Tobago is for all are we. We elders, we children, we grandchildren, the generations to come. And now not get carried away with all this, listen to me, all this propaganda and old story. Choose wisely, keep moral and spiritual values in front of all you. And let me do this thing together. So Tobagonians, Tobago is a real place. I want you to understand that. And it's real people with real talent. So let me protect the island and future. together. So, enough said. Now it's time to kick off this evening show. What are they saying in the comments? Michelle, Miss Sharon, what going on? Take a lot to speak your truth, JB. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much, Miss Sharon. So, are they ready for the thing to get kicked off? Are they ready for reveal number one? Or they have to show some excitement, man. Show me some excitement. Let my bub start up now. Let my blood start up pump now, man. When they start come out here later on the show, everybody listen to me. Everybody go get excited. So all you have a lot to look forward to on this show this evening. So we're going and bring out some drummers. And I don't know who the drummers is. There's no stranger to live with JB. The last time they was here, we didn't want them to go, but unfortunately, they had to go. But they're back. They come back. Oh, remember King Courtney? Hello. And the Jabali drummers. Listen to me now. Listen, we celebrating African History Month now. So we had to bring them out to start off the show this evening for us. So, Mr. Courtney. Good evening, Mr. Courtney. Are you there? Oh, yes, you're there. Hey. Mr. Courtney, why are you hiding from me? I don't want you to hide from me. Oh, okay. So remove this. Wrong life. Okay.
Hello?
Hi,
Hello?
Mr. Courtney. Hello. I'm hearing and seeing you now. You came up on two things, so I didn't know which one to click on.
Right. Tell me, you see
Yes,
that?
man.
You see that?
Yes. Yeah, I'm seeing you.
Right, so we're trying to
Yeah.
set up.
Melanie, come.
Right, you seen anybody else beside me?
Someone walking behind you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm seeing. Yeah.
Do we have a light here? Kind of bright.
Yeah. It's bright and good. We're seeing good.
Hello?
It's
You seen us
we're
good now?
seeing good. Yeah.
Right.
If the camera could just shift a little bit to the right, would be nice. Just a little, not much.
To the right.
Just a little. Yeah, perfect, right there. Excellent, man. All the know all the thing. Hello.
Yeah, artist.
So, Mr. Courtney, before you start, you know, we always have new people joining in and tuning in. So introduce your boys and yourself to us now.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a pleasant good
Yeah.
night. You know, it's a Black history. What a mystery. Thanks to all our good ancestors and all those that made it, so we can make it.
Of
so this
course.
beautiful girl here, you seen she face?
She tall. It's a piece of her face. Yeah, let's raise up a little, just a little.
So this is Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
Hi. You hearing she?
Yeah, right. Excellent. Leave it right there. Yes, nice,
and this
man.
guy on my right here is Mr. Josiah.
Okay, hi, Josiah.
Hi. And Mr. Adriel. Say hello, Mr. Adriel.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna do a thing for you, you know.
Yes,
When
do
you
you?
ready, Pastor, just tell me when.
You boy, just start the thing now, man. Let me start
the thing,
it.
now, man.
Ashe, Ashe, Banga, Lafia, Ashe, Ashe. Greetings I bring to you, Ashe, Ashe. Greetings I bring to you, Ashe, Ashe. Banga, Lafia, Ashe, Ashe. Banga, Lafia, Ashe, Ashe. Greetings I bring to you, Ashe, Ashe. Greetings I bring to you, Ashe, Ashe. Bring down the power of love, I say. Bring down the power. The power of love, I say, is the greatest power. Stop hell and damnation. Bring down the power. Love to heal our nation is the greatest power. Bring down the power of love, I say. Bring down the power. The power of love, I say, is the greatest power. Stop hell and damnation. Bring down the power. Love to heal our nation is the greatest power. Bring down the power of love, I say. Bring down the power. The power of love, I say, is the greatest power. Stop hell and damnation. Bring down the power. Love to heal our nation is the greatest power.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Courtney, you not easy. The last time you
Love
was
it.
on here, you come back with an upgrade. Me know you get
Telling me
singers
cool
and thing
every
on
time
your
you call
team
me,
now.
come with something different.
Singer, I know she has a beautiful voice, man. Well
Yes.
done.
The diamond of a voice here.
Yeah, you all look good and all they sound good too. They're not
And-
easy at
and we
all. Or they
smell
come
good
out
too.
quick. If only I could have smelled you virtually. That's what we're talking about, man. Action. You look
Done.
good, you perform good, and you say, as you say, you smell good too.
Smell good.
That's what we're talking about. So, Mr. Tell me, Mr. Courtney, since the last time you all would have been on live with JB, what you all been up to since?
Say that again.
The last time you all were on live with JB, right? What you all have been up to since?
Well, you know the thing quiet, and we had to stay home in my house.
Not so nothing virtually taking place.
No. It's
Eh,
not
eh, we had to fix that. We had to fix that. We had to fix that,
dance
man.
in the house. If you work carnival, you gotta do it in the house.
Yeah. All right.
Don't come out and
So, all right. So, thank you so much for
yeah,
such
man.
a beautiful piece. We really
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
yeah.
See you soon again.
The strength and power.
All right. Are you ready for Mr. Courtney? Are you not ready for him as yet? No? He and his team come out looking fresh. And they're singing fresh too. And they get a singer in him with a beautiful voice. That's what we're talking about. I love to see on my young people so active in positive things. Keep the culture of Tobago alive. What are we talking about? Nice, handsome, good looking young people doing something constructive. I love that. That's what we're talking about. So, all I know the thing about to get turned up now. So before bring out reveal number two, I had to correct something that I didn't do. All I know, I can't forget. I can't forget my Uncle Fred, all the way in Canada, who always tune in to me. Mr. Fred, a special good evening to you and big up your whole self. It's only time. It's only time to get you on this show. Don't worry. Don't feel you're getting away in all the way in Canada. There's only time for you to come on. So special good evening to you, Mr. Wizard of Oz. Good evening, my mentor. I saw you say you were driving and listening. That's what we're talking about dedication and commitment. Like Miss Sharon and Miss Cheryl. The walking one had a headache, all kind of thing. But here what now? Like with JB have all so hook, all in mind, all tuning in still. That's what I love. I love the support and the love. You understand? So big up all yourself. And Miss Elliot too. I wonder if Miss Elliot is there. Oh, hello, Avalon Forbes, Miss Gemma Forbes. Special good evening to you all. Miss Donna, Angel Eyes. Good evening to all of you who just joined in. I try not to skip anybody, but a special good evening to all of you all. Yeah, man. So here now, all you know me, JB, is the Pride of Tobago Emerging Star. Everybody's supposed to know that by now. So here what? For reveal number two is a star about to meet another star. You hear? The Pride of Tobago star going on meet our next star right here on Live with JB. But before I bring out this morning star, I want all you to watch this intro video first. All you know I must give all you the intro first. Check it out. But wait, earlier I noticed one in them pictures. Yeah, no man, with Mister in a picture stand up in this white outfit in a nice backdrop somewhere. I am all familiar with that particular picture. I have to go back and watch that video and screenshot it and find out where that track record hiding. There's women know that picture from. Hello, let's see talent there. So let me bring up a star for you now, man. And let me uncover the truth here now. Hello, Mr. Welcome to Live with JB, Morning Star.
Hello, and thank you for the Amazing intro. You guys made me look amazing. Thank you.
You're,
You picked the
you're
best childhood
welcome.
picture, so thank you for that. No awkward moments.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. So tell
yeah.
me, Mister, where you tuning in from? Where?
Currently, right now, I am in Reno, Nevada. I just arrived 2 days ago, and I will be here for the next few days. I'm literally in the middle of a desert right now,
Oh, oh
broadcasting.
my. Oh my
Yeah.
God. But I get good service down in the desert, the man. So
Yeah.
this really going to be a very interesting interview
So,
because I gonna be talking my Tobago dialect and you gonna be talking your
yes.
American accent. So
I'm gonna
we
try
go
and keep up with you, okay?
I'm gonna try to
When I
have a
heard
little
you
pity on
speaking,
you.
yes, when I heard you speaking, I thought, wow, her voice is so beautiful and it's so
Oh,
melodic, but I hope I can understand the questions.
okay. I will try to have some
Yeah.
mercy on you. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, but don't worry because previously we would have had an American hero, Mr. Cedric King, on the show, and everything was real smooth. So you should be alright.
I should be okay.
So
Yeah.
the first question I want to ask is why do they call you Morning Star?
Well, I guess our audience doesn't know, but I am mixed races and I have part African Liberian in me. I'm also Swiss
Oh.
and a little bit of American Indian. So Morning Star is a name that my mother gave me, and it's a very traditional American Indian name. And then
Mhm.
Foyata is from the Swiss side. So even my names are mixed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
all right. So from the video, we would have realized that you're a very accomplished international high fashion model, TV show host, and
Yeah.
listen to me a lot more. So, we here tonight to celebrate African History Month. What do you know about our African heritage that you could share with us?
Well, I mean, Africa is a big continent, and that's a really
Mm-hmm.
good question. I've lived in Africa. I've lived in South Africa. I've been to the refugee camps. I also work with NGOs. The most recent are A Drop in the Bucket and Grassroots Reconciliation, where they rehabilitate people that were used in rape camps, children's soldiers,
Oh.
and then some of them are in refugee camps. Yes, I lived there and did documentarian work with one of my best friends, who's also an ex-high fashion model, gone producer. She works with United Nations.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I know everything about Africa. I don't know if anybody does because a lot of the culture is being rediscovered
Yes.
due to suppression, slavery, exporting Africans. I know that a lot of artists have been influenced like that, like Elvis. He started
Mm-hmm.
the blues, and the blues came from African tribal music. I
Mm-hmm.
know that Picasso was influenced by traditional African art and mask. And I actually pulled up the information. So if anybody tries to quote me, hold on a minute. In the early 1900s. Yes.
Ah,
And then the Parisians were talking about the African kingdoms and all
mhm,
this stuff. So Picasso actually studied some of that, and that was part of his influence. hmm
mhm.
So not too many people know that, and I didn't know that until I was
Mm.
just researching, studying, and I thought, why don't they teach a lot of this to children? Africa
Yeah.
to me is one of the richest continents culturally. And when I say economically, I mean Africans are sitting on trillions of dollars of resources, not just diamonds,
Hmm.
but fuels. They've discovered gas. art, history, trillions, water, aquifers, fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't get to it, or it's been taken from their culture, you know? So that's what I do know. I mean, I've also had my own experiences in Uganda, Kenya, of
Oh.
course, South Sudan, South Africa, these places. And Africa, even if you go from region to region, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Rwanda compared to Kenya, it's different. It's very
Yeah.
different. It's a different influence, you know. My equivalent is meeting someone from Texas versus New York. It's like totally different. You can't just lump it in, you know. Yeah. And I recently discovered my father was
Mm-hmm.
adopted, and all his brothers and sisters. I come from both my parents are twins. My dad is boy
Oh.
girl, my mother is girl
Mm-mm.
girl. Yeah.
Okay.
And because he was adopted and his ancestry was, you know, part slavery, nobody knew where they were from. They didn't know what region they were from. I had no idea. So you just hear things passed down in the family, you
Yeah.
know, where you hear a lot of people in the United States say, "Oh, I'm African American." Well, are you Ethiopian? Are you Kenyan? Are you Moroccan? Are you Sub-Sahara? And a lot of times, which is really sad, they don't know. So I took a DNA test and
Okay.
I found out that, yeah. Oh, I took two. I did 23andMe and then Ancestry.com with my cousin Rose. And
Wow.
I found out that I was part Liberian. My own father didn't even know what part of Africa he was from, which makes me
Wow.
sad. He never knew, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, I
Wow.
went totally tangential. There's my answer to everything. No.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna show you some pictures, and you will just tell us who are these persons, right?
Who are these persons? Are we talking?
You see the
Oh,
yeah, you see
okay. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, I'm the little one with the afro. Okay. Okay. And there's my mother. My
Okay.
mother is Caucasian, as you can tell. So she was
Mm-hmm.
really making a leap by marrying out of her race, because my father was really dark compared to her. So, yes, I do a thing called the Brazilian straightener. So, ladies, it does work. Like, but I naturally, if you want some
Yeah.
beauty tips, I naturally have very, very curly, kinky hair. There's my
Oh,
pops. That's my dad.
that's your daddy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
hmm yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So there's me and my little brother. This is in Hawaii. He's mixed as well, obviously. And my
Yeah.
mom had us dressed up like little Hawaiian fairies, apparently. But I thought it was a cute picture to submit. That little kid
Oh.
you see in that photo, by the way, is 6'4"
Mm-hmm.
now. Okay, my little brother. There's me and my
Okay.
mom. Me with another afro in Hawaii.
You must try the afro now.
I know, right? I know. All I have to
I
do is
wish I
wash
could
my
try
hair
one.
and not do the Brazilian. Well, when I was doing campaigns and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
even with one of my bigger campaigns was for Levi's, and they made my hair
Oh,
bigger.
God, I love to see
So
that. Ah,
they did used
nice.
to do that. I should have submitted some of those, or for
Yeah.
Rock and Republic for the high fashion shows. They went full
Oh,
fro. Mhm. Yeah.
nice.
So
So I know, Mister, I know that you're a big part of a big part of what connected you to my A+ teacher and cheerleader, Miss Arlene. Is the role you play as an international art. Now you see this big word here that I'm not too sure what way to call it. Curator.
um
What's
yes. art curator or
Explain it to my audience one time. Make me tie up my
okay.
tongue here.
Okay, I will. So art curation, where is I have private clients, and
Mm-hmm.
let's say they're doing a development in their house or remodeling, they would come to me and they would say, we would like you to select some pieces
Mm-hmm.
for our property or for our estate. You know, if they were doing some sculpting outside, then I would select an artist also that I think would go, because it's not just, especially with installations,
Mm-hmm.
um, you have to pick an artist that would actually go well with your client personality wise if they were staying on the property and making a big sculpture. So it's also matching personalities
Wow.
too. I also work with developments, like
Mm-hmm.
hotels, boutique places. So they would give me a rundown, and let's say they have their interior designer and their architects, everybody has done stuff. And what
Mm-hmm.
I do is I come in empathetically because I'm very sensitive and feeling, and walk the
Mm-hmm.
space and get a feel on how to raise the frequency of the space, what art to put where, and what would match it.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what my client's needs are. So it's a case by case. And then sometimes I just have investors that want to invest in art, and they want to
Mm-hmm.
invest in artists that are living
Okay.
versus dead artists. I call them dead artists. No disrespect,
Yeah.
Picasso, but so it does vary. So that's curation. You curate, and someone that works in a museum can be a curator. They're curating pieces for an exhibition. I've curated pieces for a fundraiser. So it just really depends, and it's international because my clients are everywhere. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
I get no sleep. No.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah.
So I hear you get to meet my Pride of Tobago special brother AV, and you took a look at
Oh
some
yeah.
of his arts and so on. So I know my audience gonna be excited to hear about that, but we go come back to that later on. What I want to talk to you a little bit about is the unique knowledge you have about African history. I hear you have some real truth. You basically uncovered about many highly valued and respectable things in society that have a linkage back to Mother Africa. Blow my audience mind with
Yeah.
some of that, but I will call
I
it
yes.
inconvenient truths.
I don't feel that a lot of people know how. I feel like a lot of things, almost everything that I've discovered on this planet, it leads back to Africa in so
Yep.
many ways. Culturally, the game changers of the artists with Picasso being influenced by African art. Okay.
Yep.
And then going on, or our music from the blues, which was from African drums, or actually, and I was doing some little snookering this morning before the show, and I found out this is yes, because I'm really last minute. um, I found out, okay, and this is news to me, so I'm sharing it with the world here.
Okay.
Manza Musa was the richest man that ever lived. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Drum roll. He was African, and his estimated wealth was 400 billion. Yes. Let me turn this mic down. Excuse me one minute. Um, was $400 billion.
Oh.
Mansa Musa, and you can look it up. The richest man that ever lived was African, and I'm looking at the article. I didn't know
Wow.
that until this
Wow.
morning. So, fun
Okay.
fact,
What? You
right?
went to discover.
So this morning, I found out that
Yeah.
Mansa Musa at, I mean, they're saying it's $400 billion compared to
Hmm.
like Tezo. Yeah.
What?
So why don't they teach this in school?
Hmm.
Why don't they share with African children all around the world that, look, it's not just in America or just these places that wealth has come from. I don't know, you know. So there's a lot, I think, over the next 50 to 100 years that is going to be, and I say rediscovered, about Africa. Because I feel like a lot of this stuff has been hidden, you know what I mean, or suppressed. And not to sound like it's a conspiracy, but those in power. So, you know what I mean? And I was thinking about that. I thought, wow, I wonder why I was never taught this. You know, I
Wow.
was just learning, like, when I was growing up in school, about, you know, Columbus discovered everything. It was a Caucasian man, and, you know, we were
Yeah.
nothing. And I also have American Indians, so it was like the full suppression and racism.
Oh,
And then this
yeah.
morning, go on.
I was just about to ask you about that because I believe that you would have heard my story as well, growing up in a, you know, a racial family basically. So I also want to hear about your story if you have any. I'm not sure, but knowing what your mom and dad was and if you experienced it and so on, that you could also tell us.
I think I did experience some, and even when I was, you know, a high fashion model and a working model, like doing well. But I even remember being at castings and they're like, oh, it's so good you don't look all the way black or all the way this, so we can put you in to cater to
Yeah.
everybody. And right in front of your face, they would say that. You know, now it would be a
Wow.
completely different story, but you're growing up
Yeah.
and you're sitting there taking it, or, you know, just little comments like, wow, I'm so surprised your features are so refined for being, you know, like you're supposed to suppress and
Yeah.
hate that part of yourself. And as far as my mother, she was called very horrible names while walking down the
Wow.
street with my brother because he was very
No.
dark and she was very light. So they would use the N word to call her,
Yeah.
you know, and lover, like all these things. And she communicated to me that she received that mainly from Caucasian males for some reason. Because I said, well, who was doing this? Was it other Africans? Was it people, you know, because you want to know? And they would ask her, you know, I remember being a kid or in the store, like, whose kids are those? Oh, those kids are too dark to be your kids. So my mother and also her twin sister, my Aunt Lana, I feel like I was, you know, both of them at my side. They really stepped out of bounds as far as racism was concerned. And my mother's father, I mean, at one point, you know, didn't want to talk to her so much because of her interracial stuff,
Yeah.
marriages. So, so I think that, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out a way how to put this because I feel like I'm dancing when you're tiptoeing when it comes to race. I feel
No,
that
just
being,
say it as is,
well, no,
yes.
I'm just trying to figure out how to articulate this in a
Yeah.
way. I feel that when you're two or more races, sometimes it can be almost harder because you're right in the middle. That's how I felt. I'm in the middle. I'm here and I'm here. I'm in like a nowhere land. There's no, I can't just say, oh, I'm only going to gravitate towards the Swiss. I'm only going to gravitate, you know, and then especially with carrying this thing around with how much suppression has gone on with the African culture and everything and growing up with that, you know, because I did. And it was in the fashion industry too. I was always the one they put in like the glue, you know, when they didn't want to go too dark or too this or too that.
Yeah.
And you imagine you're sitting here and everybody's talking like you're not even in the room and you're just supposed to stand there and take it. And I would just stand there and take
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
So
Pretend as
it
if it's probably
can,
not you they're talking about. Yeah.
no, they're just right in front of you. So,
Yeah.
and my father too, going through that with being with a Caucasian
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah, your
So there
mom.
is, well, yeah, why aren't you with your own kind? you know, which is odd because we're ultimately just spirits, but
And I could relate to that. When my deceased mom was alive, I remember when I came out of the orphanage actually, and she would have had a conversation with my sister, one of my sister and I, because my sister, well, as she grew up now, she has children for an African man, right? And
she's with
before
an
she had,
African.
yeah, but before she was seeing
Mm,
him when my mom was alive, and when my mom found out about it,
mm,
she tell her plain, don't anytime you make any trend with any, sorry to say, nigger man, she don't want to be
mhm.
grandchildren and all these sort of things. You know, she said bring anything home, but not a nigger man. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's how my deceased mom used to see it as well. So I don't know what it is
Mhm.
with the family that they were so extremely racist towards black people. I don't know what they did to them. I don't know why. But the hate was too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is too much. And I mean, I feel like my personal opinion, I feel like racism is taught because they've done these studies where they had babies, an
Mm-hmm.
African baby, a Caucasian, um, a Korean, and they just put them all in a crib together and they were all playing fine. You
Okay.
know, the African baby didn't shove the white one and tell the Korean, okay, let's not talk to him because he's white. You know what I mean? Like nobody cared.
Yeah.
So this
So,
stuff is taught.
mhm.
It's taught.
Yeah. So I have a doctor of history we have in Tobago here who is very known to Live with JB, who really takes us to school every Friday. That's the person who I would have said when she come on. I don't like her to leave. I just get carried away with this segment too. But before I bring her on, I would like the viewing public to understand that my future goal is to doughlarize Tobago because I want to make my cheerleaders and them some grandchildren to come
Mhm.
here and to give them some work. You understand? Had them running around. So I don't I
Well,
don't want to be, go ahead.
you don't want to be what?
I
You don't
don't
want to
I
be
don't I
what?
don't want I don't want children from my own kind. It must be I want to Douglas Tobago.
Wait, so you're going to go
I
on
want to
wait, where is your
I want
dating
to mix
pool?
it. I want
Where are you going
an
to date?
African.
Mhm. Mhm. You want to globalize it genetically? I believe in
Yeah.
that. Okay. I've got your back.
Yeah. So let me bring on Dr. Rita
Yeah.
and let's hear what Dr. Rita has to say about our African history with our star. Hello, Dr. Rita.
Hi, JB. Hello,
Well,
good evening.
welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Okay, thank you. And hi, Star. Nice to meet you.
Hello, beautiful. Yes, nice to
Mhm.
meet you too. Look at those beautiful colors. I love it.
Yes.
Yes.
So, so we're talking mixed race,
Yes.
and we asking why.
Hmm.
Um, if you go back to the period of enslavement, one of the justifications for enslavement was that these people were inferior, and inferior peoples had the responsibility to serve the superior. So the truth is that once the trade in captive Africans went going, the dominant feature of life on plantations wherever they were was fear. They were afraid of Black people.
Hmm.
The one fear had to do with how they could destroy, because they're there to serve on a plantation to make profits. And if they rebelled, you lost profits. They were afraid of that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Then plantation owners, these civilized plantation owners, demonstrated the most savage, uncivilized behavior.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
they indulged freely in raping, abusing African women and girls. The result was the production of a mixed race. They didn't like that. So there's the irony. They're savage, they're animals, they're this, they're that. But you are engaging in very intimate relations and you have now an offspring that represents both you and the mother. So what you do with that offspring? That offspring was hated,
Yeah.
but was used as an ally. So in the context of the plantation, although the mixed race was, to want a better word, bastardized, right? Plantation owners never wanted to admit that the children were theirs. But the mixed race provided an important buffer because the white population was small and the black population was large. The black population didn't want to be there. They would resist. So the white population now see the mixed race as an ally in terms of increasing their numbers. So you give them a little escalation in status. You give them jobs other than the most laborious. And so color became an important feature of plantation life. So if you get a brown skin, you get a better job than cotton cane. You might even get a clerk, for the planter or for his manager. And so that created tiers in Caribbean society. So you have the upper tier, white, then you have the middle tier, the mixed, and then those at the base. Now, what happens at the base is the lighter your skin is, even at the base, the better you are considered. So you had black
You're
people
right.
saying,
Can I add to
I
that?
like this
Can I
child,
add to that?
the light skinned one, the one with the pretty hair, and those kind of things. It all
Yep.
feeds out of the notion that blacks were inferior, they were ugly, they were unsophisticated. Now, that is one side of a story which made sure it covered the truth that these people savagely went into Africa, stole art. So nowadays, you have people saying, well, you stole these priceless pieces. Our civilization was creative. You think they were. You stole the art and you have it in your museums all over Europe, asking people, even black people, to come and pay to see the art that you all stole. So the whole operation
Wow.
of enslavement and the related color distinctions, they were both based on a farce. People did not want to admit, and they think is fear. Right now, the fear with Black Africa is that Black Africa is sitting on the mound of resources that the European world depends on to sustain itself. And if Black people manage to get their act together and control their resources, European societies would fall. But also, the problem is European world, the population is aging. Europe went through that period where it's one child. They didn't want to have too many children because they want to do this, that, and the other. So they have an aging population, whereas Africa has a very young population. So the fear is now the African population will overtake the European population. I don't think there's anything they could do about that. But that is the reality now. So you see the fear from the plantation has been transferred right down to present day. So they're afraid of Black people, they're afraid of mixed people. You're not sure which side on the fence. So they would like the mixed people to be on the white side, but the white people won't say, no, those mixed people don't belong with us. And so you have that ignorance being perpetuated in modern day society. So we always have, dark black, lighter black, but so very funny as you talk about the art and the basis for some of the great artists is the inspiration that they got from Africa. You have now how much of Africa is into the beauty world. African women were ugly, but now you can buy a lipstick to get you lips that looking like mine. And all in the past,
looking like mine.
Well, I don't know about yours, maybe, but in the past, thin lips were it. And so when I was growing up, you wore lipstick, and people with thick lips put just a little line to make it so the
Yeah.
lipstick was not on
Right
the
here.
whole lip. It's
My
just a
lip too
line
small.
to look thing. And then the Asian white ladies, their lips receded into nothing.
You
So
see?
as part of the Asian, their lips recede. No, you're not getting there. So so now to be black, to have these black lips. And then, of course, the whole cosmetic industry changed the body lines so that you can have the features that you associate with black women. And then the dress styles have gone clearly African. African art is not something that is only featured on walls. African art
Mm-hmm.
is worn, and
Mhm.
so we have now all these nice prints um, being um, central to fashion houses, and these big companies like the Dutch Villisco, they hire Africans to create patterns, traditional African patterns on their fabric. So the center of the fashion world has now spun
Mm-hmm.
right into Africa. So
Okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
we have to live with Africa. They have to live with Africa. They know that. And what they're trying to do still is to continue the exploitation that featured in 18th century, 17th, 18th century, 16th,
Mm-hmm.
17th, 18th, for whether you go with the Portuguese, the Dutch, the French, the Spanish, English, right down. And resources, the whole telephone industry is based on the Republic of Congo because that's where
Mm-hmm.
they, and Haiti, that's where they get this stuff from. So um, we have a situation where exploitation of Africa is necessary for European survival, but control of your resources is necessary for Africa to take control of itself.
Yeah.
So, in all that
I
mix,
want
we
to
have
add
the
to
colors.
this.
Yeah,
Can
go
you?
ahead, Star. Go ahead.
Okay. You made a very good point, but I do want to add to what she is saying. It is up to people to start working together and come together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to say that because people would not be able to do what they're doing by constantly, this is throughout the centuries, and what you're saying about the fashion industry too, which I've seen that, where they're taking the prints, the textiles, the patterns, the everything, and then you're seeing it in the shows. You're seeing it
Mm-hmm.
in high fashion. You're like, wait, that looks like it's from, a Sudanese tribe or this or that. And you say, oh, we were inspired. But people they have to come together. Otherwise, this type of
Yep.
stuff is going to continue. And I do want to ask the doctor, what do you see? How do you see this being turned positive? Like we've on the show, we've covered the other side of the polarity. How do you think people can come together? How do you think they can start working together? And how do you think there can be more peace and harmony within Africa so they are not being exploited? I want to hear like what you think about this. I'm really curious.
All right. There have been several attempts to unify Africa.
Mhm,
And one of the first problems with unifying Africa is that the Africa that existed when the Europeans went in
mhm.
is not the Africa that we have now. Africa was an
Yeah.
open country, and there were herdsmen, and there were pastoralists, and people moved. When the Europeans went in and carved up Africa, what they actually did
Mhm,
was to separate. So if you take a place like Cameroon, there's French Cameroon and there's English Cameroon, and you have communities that were split, half on the English side, half on the French side. And so what you set up within the confines of that border is a rivalry for the space and control. And it
Mm-hmm.
happens in all the African countries. So you went in, you encountered a space where people had a tradition of ruling in their little communities. And then you make it remunerative for people to benefit from your presence. So, okay, you have this
mhm,
community X and community Y. If I sell you guns and whatever beads you want and you could get power over these, then I could get from you what I
mhm,
want, enslave bodies to export, and at the same time intensify the conflict within. the African communities.
Mhm.
And now
I
it
understand what you're
continues.
saying. Yeah. Hmm?
It continues now. Absolutely continues
It
with
continues.
one trying, they're trying to, there is a decided policy trying to keep
Nice.
the African communities from coming together in a meaningful manner.
Okay.
Now, you
So go ahead. Go
so
ahead, Dr. Rita.
you will listen to the fighting between groups in Sudan and to where, and you find that they are being funded
Mhm.
by European countries whose interest it is to make sure that these two don't work out their differences. So that's what
All
we are
right.
up against.
So, Dr. Rita,
Yes, yeah.
thank you so much for coming in and sharing with Mr. our morning star, and teaching us something new again today, yet another day. But I have a surprise for Mr. as well, and the person needs to come on now because me now what our phone dead at all. So I need to bring on that guest. So I hope Mr. like surprises. So Dr. Rita, thank you so much, and we
No.
appreciate.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you, Star.
Bye. It was
Okay,
nice meeting
bye.
you. Blessing. Bye.
Don't
Okay,
worry, y'all will meet again. We would have more discussions like these. No worries, not the first and the thing will be the last. Mr. Go come back.
okay.
Eh. Okay, guys. So now we're gonna have a reveal within a reveal. So I hope
What?
Mr. likes surprises. So before I bring all this surprise guests for you, I wanted to look at this art and tell me what do you think about it after. Let me play it for you. So, Mister, before you tell us what you think about these arts, I want to bring out the owner of those arts, my brother, who I am well
You're
proud
putting
and
me on
well
the spot.
pleased with. Brother
I think it's
Evie,
beautiful.
Good night, good
Evie.
night,
Hey, is the artist here?
Yeah, that's the
good night, good
surprise
night.
I had to you.
Nice to see you.
So
Oh my
you could
God.
Very
tell
good night,
him,
Mister.
could tell him what you think about his arts.
Hello. Hi, Avi.
How is everyone tonight?
Wow, I love your work. It's
Thank you very much.
beautiful. It looks, do you want the real or do you want like TV?
Give me the review.
The real,
Opinion.
real.
Real. I guess that's what's going on here, like real. That is, it's beautiful. It really is. It looks intense. Some pieces feel dark. Some feel like they're a little bit below water, and then some are bright and shiny. So I would gather that you are more of an intuitive, sensitive artist. It's okay. I'm 100% right. I know this. Just kidding.
A bit.
I bet. Yeah. And let me ask you this. I don't see too many portraits of people. Is there a reason for that? Seems more like plants,
Well,
landscape,
I
animals.
always found that the other artists around me tended to do a lot of portraits, and I was one, I never really liked following the crowd. So, if anything, I would choose topics or conjure images from my head just so that way I wouldn't follow the crowd.
Mm-hmm. So you looked around and you thought everybody's doing portraits of people, so I'm going to do this instead. Did you ever want to do people, or you just didn't care?
Well, yeah, of course. I have wanted to do portraits of people in the past, but you don't really get the sense of enjoyment and creativity when you're really doing it, because what you're doing, you're basically just reproducing the image that's already there.
Mhm.
So if I asked you to do a portrait of me, you would just be bored and you say, "Oh, she's already there. I'm just making a portrait like hers."
I wouldn't say that. I might most likely do the portrait, but I'll do it in a surreal kind of take.
More like impressionism or something, like a Van Gogh or.
A bit borderline impressionism, more. I won't use the actual colors, but more try to brighten contrast and add more complementary colors.
Yes,
Basically,
I would ask for more
I'll more
complementary
likely
colors.
get experimental when I'm putting my colors onto my canvas.
Very nice. And what are your mediums? Are you just acrylics
Well,
or you?
mediums. When you say in terms of mediums, do you mean acrylic oils, water?
Yes.
Well, I extensively use the acrylics because I honestly find the acrylic easier to manipulate and to use on canvases, and also much easier to acquire as well.
Versus oil 7-on-7, or would you ever work with metal, like painting metal or anything like that?
Painting metal. I'm willing
Instead of using a
to take up the
canvas,
challenge.
painting on metals.
I'll be willing to take up that challenge.
You're smart enough to know it is a challenge. Good boy. It is a challenge for artists. I love it. In my opinion, I feel that you could go deeper, though. I feel you can go a lot deeper. I feel that you can get down to more inner universes or depth into your artwork. I don't feel that you've gone in all the way and explored who you really are as an artist. And that's the real. Your work is beautiful. It's amazing. Obviously, you have talent. You have talent. But I feel like you could go even deeper as an artist, 100%. And that's a compliment. That means your well hasn't run dry.
Yes.
You understand?
And me, brother, that.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. You have a lot more to give. I feel like you could go deeper.
So, Evie, as Miss Star is on, I mean, let us let Miss Star and the audience, let me bust the story on them. First of all, you were missed. You were over missed. Everybody in the audience that Evie, especially your fanfare, Miss Cheryl. She start off with the Evie already. You were missed. Yeah. Try to make me jealous, eh? So a lot of people been questioning and asking where Avi, there was see Avi. All seen Avi tonight. So Avi come back out and he come back out with a lot of good news, right? So Avi, before I let you go, I hear that you have two events coming up, one in Tobago and one in Trinidad. Please share with the audience so that they could also share and come and support as well.
Well, I have one exhibition going on in Tobago. It's a recent establishment. It will be with me, Miss Crouch, and Mr. Thomas. That will be held in Buku. And I have a second program that's supposed to be held in Port of Spain by one of the Magnificent Eight.
Really easy. Big things are going, my brother. Just remember your sister. Yeah? Just remember your sister. No matter go and pay for signature and thing
Of
after.
course.
For those of you all who in the audience, please take notes, take a screenshot. I would also share it on my profile. Come out and support. Those of you all in the diaspora and got family in Trinidad, or they don't know, send all their family to support our young entrepreneur, Ahwee Prince Ahwee. So, Ahwee, thank you so much for coming on and showing us you have real events going on with you here. We are very
Well, my
proud of
hands
you,
are
man. You
tied
make us
behind my back
proud.
with all this work that I'm doing, and quite frankly, I'm glad because it gives me
Yeah.
all the freedom I want to do the necessary things I want to do.
Nice, nice, man. So it's
Yeah.
nice.
So I'm
It's
kind of having fun with a little
Congratulations.
experimentation here. Right now, trying to
Mhm.
resurrect some old art styles that I once used when I was a lot younger. And I realizing now that I get a lot more attention for using those particular styles.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. I can't wait to
So,
see. So,
Evie, we can't wait to see the great things that you have for us. Please take pictures of these events and post up so that we would see what are going on. Those of us who could make it in Trinidad, because we want to see. Yeah? So we love
Of
you
course,
and
you know I always keep
congratulations.
you all updated.
Congratulations to you for finding your guidance star. You understand? Big up yourself.
Congratulations to you. You on
Yeah.
season 2, you know. You on season 2. You're big up there. Of course.
Yeah, we're growing together. We developing together, man. Brother and sister together. Right? So love you. Take good care of yourself and continue to make us very proud.
Love you all.
bye bye, Ahwee.
Okay,
Bye.
well, take care, everyone.
All right. So, Mr. Just before you go, you're probably saying, oh God, Jay, we don't want me to leave. So, I get one more question for you before you go. So, my beautiful morning star, before I let you go, I heard, is it true that you're joining forces with two of our cheerleaders, Miss Dance and Miss Arlene, and who is also our sponsors to lend a hand to the Pride of Tobago, to help support AV and promote his art internationally. Is that true?
It's all true.
You haven't tried my best to
Yes,
speak,
I'm
say
joining
what understand.
forces. Yes, I have the honor of joining forces because I do look at it. It's an honor for me, you know.
Nice. So
Absolutely. So it is
I
true.
appreciate
Yay,
that.
yay.
Yes.
I'm so
Big
happy.
up.
Yeah,
Nice, man.
it
We
is.
love
It's
that.
an honor to serve. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is to serve, to empower. I will be coming over there at some point, so I'm really excited about that.
Hello. Don't get me
So,
excited. Make sure when you're
I
coming here,
know,
you put
right?
the cheerleader, Miss Allen, in that suitcase and bring you. So long she come in and she can't come yet. We are waiting. And don't
Yeah.
worry, you're going to fall in love with
So,
Tobago, and we wait to meet with you. So thank you, Mr. for taking time out of your busy
thank
time
you.
out there. And yesterday was Thanksgiving over there. So thank you for making the time out to come and, grace us. And,
Yeah.
we really appreciate it. And we can't wait to have you again. And now that you're talking about you coming over here, now I can't wait. You get me excited.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe we'll be seeing each other soon.
Of course, it better be soon. And as I say, make sure you bring my cheerleader, Miss Arlene, please. I want her to come. Everybody have come except her.
Oh,
All right.
don't worry, I'll be in her ear. But thank
Nice.
you, and thank you for having me on your show. You are so beautiful and gracious,
Thank
and
you.
just keep up the good work. You're really inspiring. So
Aw.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Anytime. All right, guys. So just before we go into a very, very special segment, I want to take 2 minutes. You understand? I don't remember our next brother from the Pride of Tobago Foundation, brother Timmy. All right. So don't forget to book Bago butlers for their private and small gathering during the Christmas holiday at all your homes or at all your villas. Listen to me, not forget. Please remember to connect with him. And
Tobago Butlers at your service. Tobago, beautiful Isle of Tobago. Welcome Welcome to Bago Butlers, your new and exotic bar professionals, here to serve you. Just a call away, Bago Butlers will transform your bar service, house party, private event, or corporate affair into a delightful and memorable drink experience with flair and style. With well-trained mixologists and hostesses, Bago Butlers is available on contract to deliver top-quality bar services. Just call us today or WhatsApp 868-724-1027.
All right, so you don't know, link up my brother, we brother, Timmy, book him for the Christmas holiday. You understand? Small gathering, please. He will be here to support you also. Please connect with him and book him out. Make sure he get plenty of work so he can take care of your little sister. Me, is myself I'm talking about. Yeah, his little sister. Anyway, guys, now we're going into our real special Catch Wave segment. This segment is very near and close to my heart. Why is it very near and close to my heart? A couple weeks ago, we introduced to you all our Pride of Tobago Land Hand 2.0, where we bringing back the old Tobago cultural tradition, where we give a hand up to our fellow community members. You all can help me in my time of need. I can help you all in your time of need. Basically, that is what it is. And I must say, this evening, I must say a very special thank you to the Pride of Tobago Foundation and Catch Wave Solutions for the impact that they would have made in my life. You understand? And all that they would have done to me. I mean, from making sure that I had a laptop and online classes, my social media classes, and so on. And trust me, they would have also contributed to a lot of private activities, which I'm not too comfortable yet to disclose to the public. But don't worry, all they will find out. But they're working behind the scenes with me, and we are getting things done. But in due season and in due time, all you're gonna know what I want. So this evening, I'm about to bring out some very, very special persons who is who is very deserving and very special people who are, who just making a positive contributions to our community and helping put Tobago on the map. So we want to use this opportunity to really recognize and show them some love and appreciation. So I'm about to bring out Miss Lyons, Miss Arlene, Xavier, and I think that's it for now. Did I forget anyone? Y'all could let me know. Y'all muted. Everyone is muted. Jack Xavier, shit's on. Hello. Oh, Miss Kay Allen. Oh my God. Hi. How could I forget the queen herself? Hello. Hi, Miss
Hello.
Kay. You look beautiful.
Hi.
You and AV. What is going on with you and AV? Hi. Not AV, Xavier. Sorry.
Good good evening, JB. Good evening,
Good evening,
everyone.
JB.
Welcome, Kay. Welcome, my prince, Xavier. So we wanted to, first of all, thank you guys for joining us. I want to say thank you to JB for such an awe-inspiring show, yet another one of those very moving shows. Thank you to Morning Star for enlightening us with her experience and her history and enlightening us with some African history that some of us did not know about. But the reason we are here is to give tangible meaning to this Lenhan concept that was born out of the Pride of Tobago Foundation. And so, as you guys have been learning over the last several weeks and months, Lenhan is something that is very traditional and near and dear to the culture and history of Tobago. And it's just one neighbor helping another neighbor, one person giving a hand up to another person. And so we wanted to take that concept and bring it into the modern day era and reflect it in the work we are doing at the Pride of Tobago Foundation. And we wanted to recognize both of you and one other deserving organization as our inaugural Lenhan recipients from the Pride of Tobago Foundation. First, I want to talk about Xavier and his Real Jig Publishing group. Xavier, your group has been living Lenhan ever since you guys got started. I don't know how many people know that your band, your group of people around you, a lot of them have been giving of their time and energy and passion without pay oftentimes. And so the Lenhan that you guys have been doing have been producing magical work, magic that all of us have been having the opportunity to be uplifted by. And so we could not think of a more perfect first recipient of our Lenhan 2.0. I'll have JB pull up the little slideshow that we have so I can make the announcement. Okay, so this is our very first Lenhan 2.0 giving ceremony. And if you move to the next slide. So the first Lenhan award is going to Xavier and Real Jig Publishing. And we are presenting you with this check for $3,500 on behalf of the Pride of Tobago Foundation to help you with your new adventure coming up very, very soon, your Roots Yard adventure in Trinidad. So congratulations. And we know you're going to do us proud. And thank you so much for all that you're doing and all the blessings that you have been providing to all of us. So let's do the shout outs in the chat for Xavier and his very first. You will always be the recipient of the first Lenhan award. So thank you, Xavier, and good luck, best of luck. And we are still here to support you. So this is not just a once and done thing, but we are here to support you all the way. Okay. So
Yeah, thank you.
You are very, very welcome. So bravo to Xavier. And I just want to use this opportunity to say the whole idea behind Lenhan is that one person lends a hand, but it takes many hands to fill the pot. So Xavier and his group are still looking for help, and we'll have him just as we wrap up this, we'll have him kind of give his information one more time. Xavier, do you want to go ahead and give your information for others who want to lend a hand? And it doesn't have to be $3,500. It could be true. It could be any amount that you can afford. So
yeah, one drop does full bucket, as Granny does say.
Yes.
So firstly thanks to the Pride of Tobago and Catchy Wave community. I'm grateful for the support. I'm actually in the band room right now setting up for our rehearsal.
Oh, great.
And you know, you're very right with what you said. With so many members of the group that work towards putting out the amazing work that has been coming out um, um, in the last year, we're all doing it from our hearts. And the tangible support is extremely welcome at this time where we need it. If you would like to support this initiative, which is a presentation that we're going to do in Roots Yard Dub Market in Trinidad, you can make a direct deposit to First Citizens Bank. The number is 230-2572 in the name Xavier Edwards. Starts with an X and that ends with an S. That's the government account. Or you can contact my management at Derry Trotman. His name is Derry Trotman at 345-7911 or email at realjigpublishing@gmail.com. All support is welcomed in this initiative, and the team will be ecstatic when I share this news when the band members arrive tonight. Thank you all very much.
Okay, thank you, Xavier. Thank you very much. So our next Lenhan 2.0 recipient is none other than the amazingly talented Kay Allen. She's another perfect example of grace and just a spirit of giving herself. Like she appears on the show whenever we ask without expecting anything in return, but just the satisfaction of knowing that she is fulfilling this important role in spreading love and just making us all forget our worries and feel happy and uplifted. So we are pleased to award Kay Allen with this Lenhan Award of $2,000 to promote her music, advance her talent. And again, this is not going to be the be all and end all. We are there with you, Kay. You are incredibly talented. We are going to help you get your just due on the international stage because you absolutely deserve it. And we just want to congratulate you for all that you've been doing. And thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for coming on our show and being such an inspiration to all of us.
Oh, thanks. Thanks very much. Thanks for thinking about me. Thanks for from the first invitation from Mr. Lyons. It's been a pleasure and it's been a real nice experience being a part of the show, coming and hanging out with you guys. So thanks very much for considering me and for the check and stuff. And again, I'm going to follow in Xavier's footsteps by letting people know that, guys, you can check me out Sunday. I'm having part 2 of Music and Me for those who missed it. And you guys could join me. It begins at 5 p.m. on my Facebook Live page and also via Instagram. I will be live sharing with you beautiful songs, taking you on a musical journey. And those who want to donate, you can check my FCB account at account number 2034821 K Allen Maloney, or also we have fundmetnt.com/campaign/studio recording. So guys, feel free to donate because studio recording and recording, any recording in a whole, it costs a lot of money, right? So thanks again for thinking of me and for it's my pleasure always being here for you guys. Thanks again.
You are welcome, Kay. And don't go too far because we are looking for you to give us some entertainment to close out this African History Month. So thank you so much for coming on. And we look forward to your part 2 of Music and Me. I know I'm going to tune in. I tuned in for part 1. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks again.
Okay. So we have one last donation we would like to make, and that is to, can we pull up that? You guys would remember from a few shows back, Corbin Local Wildlife Park. It is one of our hidden treasures in Tobago that is completely funded through donations. It is a nonprofit organization and very focused on preserving all things natural and all of the wildlife of Tobago so that we all could enjoy and we could create a better environment. So on behalf of the Pride of Tobago Foundation, we would like to make a donation of $1,500 to Corbin Local Wildlife Park, and hopefully it will be put to good use to continue all the good works that they are doing for the Tobago and preserving our wildlife and the natural beauty of the island. So congratulations to Mr. Corbin on all the great work that he's doing. So I'll turn it over now to Ms. Lyons to just wrap up this Lend Hand segment. And thank you very much to all of you viewers out there, all of the supporters. We can't do this without you. We need your energy. We need you to keep us lifted up. So we don't take for granted your support. Those of you who come out and support Live with JB every week, we are eternally grateful, and we love having you. So thank you, JB. Over to Ms. Lyons to wrap up.
Ms. Lyons, you're muted.
Oh, JB, thank you for having us again. And my wrap up will be very, very brief because all has been said. We are just privileged and happy to be able to be a part of the lives of these young, talented entrepreneurs as we seek to uplift and grow all our people. And so, without further ado, I will just want to say to everyone out there, let's join hands, let's lend our hands, let's give generously as we can from the heart so that we can continue this movement and create a strong, resilient community of young talent. So again, I want to just thank JB, and I would just take the opportunity. I believe we have a couple of announcements. So maybe I'll just wrap up with the announcements here and to let people know that we are going to be hosting Game 2021 special holiday package that's coming from the 26th of December. So I'll hand you back over. So Game On, Catch the Wave Solutions will be hosting Game 2021. It's a charity tournament, and the beneficiaries are, of course, going to be the Pride of Tobago Foundation, as well as the Ricky Campbell Academy, Golf Academy. So we look forward to all the support. And it's going to be a fantastic sports tourism event whereby persons will be able to enjoy golf and more, all the beautiful experiences we have planned here in Tobago. So it takes place at the Magdalena Grand Resort. That's where the golf is going to be hosted. But of course, we have some exciting experiences to showcase Tobago to all those persons who will be joining us at Game 2021. Of course, it's going to be a safe zone experience, all vax, and we are just looking forward to all our golfers and guests to be a part of this amazing experience as we bring 2021 to a close with golf and lots of exciting things. We have tours planned. We have exciting tastes of Tobago. So it's taste, tour, golf, and more, all in a fantastic holiday package in Tobago. So we're looking forward to welcome you here from December 26th, where we have an early bird special, and then officially starting the golf experience from the 27th, and we are going right down to the 30th. So Look out for it, and it's coming this year. Great things, according to JB. Great things are going. So let me hand you back over to the other announcement I wanted to make. We spoke about a little bit about it with respect to Ahwee, whose art is going to be showcased at Meal Fleur, one of the Magnificent Seven around the Savannah, the Queen's Park Savannah. So we have some of our amazing entrepreneurs. They are going to be taking all their creations to the 2021 868 Christmas pop-up market, which is going to be happening at the Meal Fleur. So we have some of our amazing people. Ahwee's art is going to be on display. We also have Katie's, who is going to be there with her Rub That Flavor. We also have Mish Delights, so many Rachel's Delights. We have them. So look forward, Trinidad, all our people. I'll have JB share with you before the show ends, so y'all can look forward to 868 Christmas pop-up shop at Meal Fleur from the December 17th to 19th. And so we are going to be having all these fantastic creations that you all would have seen on Live with JB. We have a number of our entrepreneurs. And again, Catch the Wave is proud to be a sponsor of 868 Christmas Pop-Up Market. So I'll hand this back over to JB, and so we can see some more exciting stuff coming right in at us. And of course, JB, I'm going to ask you to remember to promote that 868 pop-up shop before we leave.
Yes,
before
I
we leave the
will.
show. And Game 2021, that's on. Thanks again.
I
Love
will.
you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Lions. Love you too. So, guys, just to let you all know, sorry, it's that time of the year. All right, guys. So here it is. You all ready for our last and final reveal, which will be reveal number 4. Listen to me. This is a reveal that last week we all were anticipating for. You understand? Listen to me. We waited. We waited. Listen to me. Reveal number 4 is Tobago Doubles Boss. And he was coming out of the boat last week and he tried his best. He really, really tried to come on, and we all were waiting here just to hear from him and his unique pivot that he would have made. So, he left us craving for doubles. So my next guess is one who all they're gonna love. Just in case all they forget. Just in case, I'm gonna remind all you exactly who it is.
People are anticipated and waiting just to get these doubles. So that's why I have no other choice but to drive around and bring this lovely taste to people. And just now we can touch Trinidad and we can mash it up.
He calls himself Tobago Boss, and his aim is satisfaction in every bite.
Because it's the best doubles without curry or saffron. And it's just the finest tasting doubles in Tobago.
Winston said for many years, painting was his chosen profession. But due to issues on work sites, Coupled with the COVID-19 pandemic, he decided to dust off his food preparation certification and started experimenting with doubles preparation.
We failed a few times, but afterwards, due to the restrictions, I had more time to practice. And I give it a unique style by putting dasheen cassava and cream of wheat in my barra skin. So you don't get plain doubles by the Tobago Boss doubles. You don't get plain doubles ever.
He said he found a way to set his product apart. Chana without curry or saffron, 3 types of bara and special sauces, cinnamon-infused cucumber mix, and free delivery.
And for today, people can do without it. Now I can't go a day making doubles without it because, it wouldn't be the same. So that's what I do every day. So every day I do it in and out. Either cream of wheat or dasheen or the cassava.
And he doesn't intend to stop there.
Add some chicken, add some shrimp, add some crab. I'll be the first doubles man that actually selling crab with doubles because I thought of it, I have a plan for it, and he's gonna make it happen.
Customers can't get enough of his offerings. This Buku customer told TTT News that the taste and texture keeps him coming back.
Well, normally I don't buy doubles or eat doubles. And I just see man, I try the doubles because I just feel for it as I see it. And it wowed me. So I come back for more instantly.
I do it for the love. I need the money because I got kids. I got to feed them. But it's not just about the money. It's about the love of reaching people and see the smiling faces. Just imagine reaching one person and give them a free doubles every day. Man, it'll blow your mind. Sometimes I get flat on the road, I don't even have to change the tire. The free doubles show up. You understand? So it's always a love. So it's not about race and not about money anyway.
So all I don't know, last week we were trying to get him to come on, so he left his girl in anticipation, man. Every doubles van or car, anybody I see selling doubles are looking to see if it's him, I say, boy, where I could find him before he even come on my show. Boy, just see anybody doubles, you want to try it. You understand? You want to get in. So with no further ado, let me bring all the Tobago Boss himself now, man, because I want connection too. I want to know where to find him. Hello. Hello, Tobago Boss.
Hello. Good night, my.
It's
Good night, my friend.
pleasure to finally have you here with us, man.
Right, it's a pleasure to be here tonight. Also, it's a real pleasure.
Nice. So where you tuning in from? What?
Okay.
Like you're working right now.
No, I was working, but I just tied up working, so decided to come on. So I'm in Bonaccord right now. Relaxing by the pool. Gonna take a little pool. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you going in the pool while you have the whole of Tobago craving for your doubles or the good wicked. Yes, that's what you call wickedness.
No, but doubles finished earlier. You understand?
Oh. So tell me if I hearing right. Doubles chana without curry and doubles bara without that. Doubles bara with dasheen and cassava cream of wheat. You're serious about that, or you're kidding me?
Very much serious. Actually, I'm preparing a video soon to be released, the exact way how I'm doing it, so people will have an idea, not only in the head, but in the belly also, right? So I will show you exactly what I do, how I make it, because a lot of people are asking and they're craving it, they love it, because it's something new on the market, something that I've been thinking about. And actually, having to do channel without... Yeah, because curry have a lot of aftertaste. Sometimes it burn people's chests. You don't want that kind of thing. And I want to make it children friendly. A lot of children love it. I mean, they crave it, especially in Buku. By the way, I am located in Buku in front of JP Grocery, which is Caribbean Corner Store.
Okay, I don't worry. I know what that is. I go find it. And I hear you're doing delivery. So I say, but don't go and give away all your secrets now,
No, it's not like that. It's just to show people that what I'm saying is real and it's actually happening.
That's
you understand?
right.
That's just it. It's not to give away anything. You understand? Yeah.
Oh. So, this month here, we on Live with JB, we're celebrating African History Month, but like you come to give we African doubles.
But
You
of course,
understand?
it is African style. You know, it is done
That's what
African.
you're talking about.
Yeah, you understand. It's something totally different, and people are amazed.
Yes.
But as I said before in the previous video, it's not really about money, right? It's more about the love for the people, because during this pandemic, we have a lot of restrictions, and a lot of people feel the blunt of it. You know, they're pushed aside, they're left alone, they are rejected. So, you know, you don't want to add more pressure to people. So you extend some love to them. That's why I go around every day, and I could give as much people as I can free. I give them. You understand? Because I believe we ought to love again. We forget
right.
our very motto. Together we aspire, together we
Come on
achieve.
now.
You know,
Yeah.
and all we hear is separation, 6 feet apart, and there's everybody only focusing on separation and forgetting how to love and treat each other. And that's why I decided to bring something
right.
different to the market, to
Yeah.
bridge people back together in
Yeah.
love.
Yep.
So it may be an Indian delicacy, but we have African way of doing
That's
it.
what we're talking about. Hello. Listen, now, you are one of the best Tobago harvests. You are one of the best currently. Straight out of COVID-19. Let them take that. So tell me, what caused you to change up the people thing? Tell me.
Actually, it all started with a guy in a car who I met. He asked me out there when I was running taxi back in 2017, where I could find the best doubles in Tobago.
Oh God.
I said, I don't know why, because really and truly at that time, I'd never thought about making doubles. That was never even a thought. I said, I don't know why. I don't think doubles stays any different. All it stays the same to me. He said, no, boy, it have difference in doubles. So I took him to a spot I know, famous spot I know. So he went there, he got the doubles, and he make his comments. However, he said, what about you? What you like doing? I said, I like cooking. That's actually my thing. So why don't try it? I said, nah, boy, doubles and me, nah, boy, we ain't got time with that. That is too much of work. I don't think I could make it. I don't even know how to make doubles. So, you know, time goes by. I processed the thought in 2018. And Madam and I sit down one night and I told her, you know, how about making doubles, girl? Let me try this doubles thing.
Hello. You get a wife with the vision too? Come on now.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Hey.
and she talented too. So I said, yeah, and she started to laugh. She said, but you sure? I said, yeah, let me try the thing now, man. Issue, but you know, right in your people think, how you gonna look out there selling as a black man? I said, yeah, I black.
Very good.
Outside. I black outside, but in my heart it's full of colors. So it's pure love. You don't worry. You understand?
That's right.
She said, all right, we go try it. So we try it. As I said, we fail a few times. Fail, and eventually we get back on the wheel. And I go out Buku for the first time, I remember back in 2018. China was very hard. I only had 3 complaints, you know, was, you know, it's kind of hard, but the taste is good.
Right.
And at the time, I did put too much of cassava in it because I started off doing it with cassava. So I put too much, it was too fat. So the man was like, but this is cake. What's going on with you? So I said, all right, you know what? We're going back to the drawing board. So we sit down and we plan it out. I said, babe, see where we're going now. Let me go on YouTube and check it out. See who making it the best. So we watch.
So that first try didn't stop you, man. That's good. That's really nice.
No. You're not supposed to stop. No matter what happened in life. And this is something I really want to say to people out there who are listening right now. No matter what happened in life, even if the very person you start with leave you, it doesn't mean you have to stop.
That's right.
Understand? Once you have a vision, you have to go with that vision and stick with it. Good times, bad times. Even when the plenty comes, still stick with the vision. And above everything, love the people that come and support the vision.
That's right.
You understand?
Correct is right.
Yeah, for real. So it's not about giving up. And even though sometimes I remember I go out and I sell $115. Yeah, $115. And when I came back home, the look on the madam face, she was like, boy, this thing is making sense. You know? You can't do that. I said, girl, that ain't nothing. That is just the devil. You just try to block the customer them from coming. Let me pray for the customer on mornings so they will come in the evening. So we started praying thing.
That's right.
That I pray for people to come. So before a customer reach by me, I already pray and ask God to give them direction and bring them safely. You understand? So and I realized that started to work. And every day from that day to this day, I've always been selling out. You know?
You just
You
talking
understand?
about that and I see people in the comments talking about they're hungry. I know where I vex I have you on now 'cause I hungry and I can't get no doubles because you going in the pool. People backstage and all want doubles. You going in the pool. Come on, man. You gotta come out
I
tonight and sell too, you know.
well, I am working on a place for that. So I have Crown Point location. So I have a place
Different
set up in Crown Point.
locations.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
Yes.
So people could come
Yes.
there. Yeah, they understand. After work,
Hello.
rock back, and on that spot I will have the crab. I will have the smoked chicken. Yeah, that's for real. Yeah, you're gonna love that
Hello.
crab. Yeah, yeah, and some shrimp, and some nice shrimp coming in soon. So yeah, that spot in Crown Point will be banging. You understand? So
Wow.
prepare yourself for something different in Tobago. And I ain't stopping there.
Of
I have a
course,
egg
yeah.
special coming. I have an egg special with cassava. Don't worry. You'll see it.
That is what we're talking about, man. But
Yeah.
shrimp doubles, you know shrimp as well. You don't know that, but you know no. I really love shrimp, eh? So I
Oh,
find
yes.
it, yeah. I love it bad. That and kongs.
Oh,
Bad,
listen,
bad, bad.
well, that could be very nice because I'll always have it there for you. So you go be a
I could be
very
a
lucky,
loyal customer.
very loyal customer.
Nice, man. That's what you're talking about. So, um, one thing though, and I did a little digging about you and stuff like that, and I noticed that you just also do so you just go out and take pictures. You're a kind of adventurous person. So, which part of Tobago you think is a good place that much Tobagonians or Trinidadians don't know about? Since you go in real secret places and exploring, let me hear you. 'Cause you're just like me, so I want you to hit me up with one. You get
Well,
plenty
actually,
talent, you know.
yeah. One place that is not so popular is Green Hill. Green Hill
Mm,
Waterfall. That is just up
Green
in
Hill.
Green Hill Waterfall. It's
Mm.
it's 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 one lovely place. I think the government should really look into making it better
Where
and
well,
putting
where
more.
is that?
That's located in Mount St. George. That's up in the back of Mount St. George.
Okay.
You could use the road
Yeah.
going up by the quarry. Yeah, you can use the road
Mm-hmm.
going up there. Yeah, and you can't miss it. It's 3 right turns, so you can't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the greatest for me. It's one of the nicest waterfall there is, and a beach facility that you can actually look down to the back. And if you follow that track, you can reach Argyle Waterfall also.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Nice.
Yeah. So these are one of the places that the government really need to pay some attention to because it's really lovely up there. And the bamboo and everything are surrounding the area and the flowers. That's some lovely flowers up there. I want to say big up to that person whoever planted them flowers. It's excellent. Those I never even see them before. Very awesome.
Look
Yeah.
how you're making me I have to go there.
They
Hello.
definitely need to do that.
I
Yeah,
had to go
that's
and get some competition. I need to go up there and take some pictures and flaunt too.
yes. Definitely. And for
So,
Trinidadians who coming up this time also for the first time in Tobago or we've been regularly, James Park used to be the famous place that everybody will go, and hang out there. But you see, Green Hill is a place people should be going.
wow.
It's a lovely place. It's a nice experience. It's 3 level of waterfall, and it's easy to go down. And that would walk in place now. You have places that you can walk and be safe also. Right? So yeah, it's a good place to go.
Nice,
And of
man.
course, once you develop, Tobago Boss Doubles will be there every day.
Try your best. Why the hell I gotta come for doubles? Anyway, you're gonna have different locations. So when I can't reach Argyle, I go get closer to where I'm at. Main worried.
Yeah, of
Because I
course,
know
of
things
course.
things are about to get big.
Bigger
So
and better.
Big boss, you make a real big pivot, with this new doubles business during a pandemic, during a lockdown. You come out of this, You understand?
Yeah.
So tell me what advice you could give to people who either lost their jobs or lost their passion for what they're doing. What advice could you give those persons?
If you have a craft out there, if you're out there and listening to me right now, pay attention. If you have a craft that you know for a fact that is different from everybody else's, so nothing that you copy, but it's different.
Yeah.
First of all, you need to believe in yourself and believe that this journey called success is a one-man show until people can understand and analyze what you are doing. And if people around you that don't understand you, that doesn't mean you have to stop.
That's right.
It means to go on and show them that it's not about stopping, it's about going on.
Mm-hmm.
And if you lost your job and you're feeling confused, homeless, or up, look into yourself right now and ask yourself this question: am I loved? Am I loved? You understand? Because you need to love yourself in order to get up and go again. So look yourself in the mirror and say, am I loved?
Wow.
And love by me, and get up and go again, because the fight goes on. The devil is like a roaring lion walking
That's
about
right.
seeking whom he may devour.
Whom he may
So he
devour.
will give you up a track. Sometimes you get up and pray, right?
Yeah.
And the prayer, he don't like that. See, try to make bad in your way.
Yeah.
But we have the power to rise above that.
That's right.
So if you lost your job, get up and look for the next one. And don't look for one, look for 5.
Aye. That's right.
Somebody will call. Somebody has to call. And before you reach the job, pray for the bosses and them. That Lord touch them. You understand? Because I find a lot of people not praying no more. Everybody waiting to jump up.
Yeah.
But let me forget the jumping up for a little bit and focus on praying and trusting God more, man.
That's right.
Yeah, like serious. And there's the problem we're having today. A lot of people focus only on the struggle that they go through and forget to God for the very breath that they breathe. You understand? So don't worry about the struggle. Struggle will come. It has to come. That will make you and I strong. Without struggles, we have no testimony. So we need the struggle. You understand? But with this struggle, we have to always remember to thank God and put him first in everything we do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's for real.
So before you go to Tobago, boss, because I know you want to go in that pool there, that tantalizing pool. First of all, I must say, you see, there's a real Tobago, boss, but not just for doubles, but for life as well.
Of course.
Yeah, I ain't letting you leave until you give the information on how all of us could contact you to get this tasty doubles that you have all of us craving for while you going in the pool. Tell me how we could get in contact with you. We need it. Let me know if you're coming out tomorrow to where you will be. Just drop information on me. I ready to take down information.
Well, tomorrow is Saturday. I usually start from 12 on Saturdays because I know people like to take in a little soup. So after the soup is the munching time. All right. So tomorrow from 12, I'll be in Crown Point. That is behind Church's Chicken. Behind Church's Chicken. Yeah, that's Phone Aid. A lot of people should check out Phone Aid Avinash establishment in Crown Point, one of the number one phone store in Crown Point. You understand? For all the phone accessories. You understand? So make sure and check out Phone Aid, right? And the Tobago boss will be there, and every day buy Phone Aid. You understand? Buy a phone and get free doubles. Tomorrow, come tomorrow. No, serious, come tomorrow. Buy a phone, get free doubles. I'll be right in front of you. From 12 tomorrow.
$3,000-$4,000 for $1.
That phone for $100. $100 phone. You get free doubles. And then after that, I'll be booked tomorrow afternoon for 4 o'clock. Every day, I'll be booked for 4 o'clock.
Really easy. I like that.
Yeah. And if you just want the doubles before that, or you want it in between after 12, you know, and you're far away and you want the doubles, call me 686-0095. 686-0095, and I will come and bring that doubles to you for free.
What's free too? So if someone having an event, you know, because I find this African doubles that you come up with here it's not regular like the regular doubles. I believe if people have an event and they want to hire you to cater for that event, do you also do catering?
Yeah, I am always available for catering. Nice, I recently do a few, so yeah, I'm always
Listen, let me leave you to go in your pool. You see, I can't take no more in this. What you saying?
Yeah, for real.
That's what we're talking about, man. You blew my ways. You're right. You ain't wrong
so
at
Tobago
all.
Boss will be around tomorrow. Come 12 o'clock in Crown Point. Buy Phone Aid, so come down, buy a phone, get free doubles. And for you, when I see you, you eat it for free. So just remember that.
You get to me come down there 11:30 and make sure early all kind of thing. I will see you tomorrow for sure. I'm coming to take some selfies and boast and show off to all of them in the diaspora that I get the bus before them. Hold on. All right, Tobago boss, take it
Well,
easy and continue being this successful and keep up the good, unique work that you're doing, man. We love it. And
yes,
I
man.
must say, this is no
Yeah.
mamagism. You have a real positive, loving spirit. Keep that up. It should
Thanks,
just
man.
become
Thanks.
contagious on everybody in Tobago.
I wish it would.
Yes, it should just spread.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
here
I
it
wish
is
it. I
now.
wish it would.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. I know if my audience want to put you on the spot, but that's something we call in Tobago here. On live with JB, we have, like during the pandemic, people who would have lost their job and they couldn't go out to work, like those bars, casino, different jobs, couldn't go out and work. So during the pandemic, just like you said, they would have made a pivot, like they would have find something that they was very successful with or something new that they started, like you. So basically it's a pivot, right?
Yeah.
So usually we usually have persons do the pivot dance. So you ready to give me a pivot dance?
Oh, of course, I am always ready, man. You always on the Tobago boss. Tobago boss, always ready. You know the
Hold on.
happy dance.
Let me see
Tobago
the
boss.
dance. Let me see a pivot dance day. That go work. That go work. You see how your foot can stay one place? Your foot was moving. That is the pivot day. That is
Right,
we talking, man.
right.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Plenty love
Thanks
and
every time.
respect. And I
All
will
right,
see you
always.
tomorrow,
Done.
12 sharp.
All right, good. I'll be there.
All right.
Looking forward to
All
seeing
right.
you guys. All right, big up.
Lovely. Hello. Let's see. So long we are wait. Last week we wait in anticipation. Listen to me. Listen, where is Miss K Allen? The best thing to close off such a beautiful, positive session interview is Miss K Allen. So let me bring out Miss K Allen now, boy, with all that. Let positivity meet positivity. You understand? Hi, Miss K Allen.
Hi, JB. How you doing?
Hello, I am fine. First of all, I want to say congratulations to you on your award, on your Pride of Tobago award. And thanks for coming and
Thanks.
celebrating with our African History Month.
Well,
You're
thanks.
so
It's my pleasure. I am honored and surprised and everything.
Yes, you're always so humble and always so ready that I was so proud to see that hey, Miss K Allen is a
Oh,
part of
thank
this.
you.
It is so deserving. It is so deserving. So before I let you perform, I have two questions. One, I hear you was able to trace some of your African roots. You want to tell us just a little bit about that?
Well, my grandmother is originally from the Igbo tribe in Africa. And I was sharing with Mr. Lyons, one of the things, they keep everything so secretive. They don't share at all. I don't know what is that about. And I have her name because her name was Princess Stillen because they're from a royal family. So my second name is Princess. Right? Yeah. Yes.
We princess?
And I look like her a lot also. I shared a picture, I posted up on Facebook with my grandmom and I was like, wow, the resemblance is really uncanny.
Wow.
Yeah, I resemble her a lot. Because they said from since I was small, it was like, use your grandmother imprint. So yeah, walk, talk, smile, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, so yes. And yeah, so they were from this royal family, from the Igbo tribe, and she was trying to find out some more, but basically they kept everything so secretive. And there's a lot they never told us about themselves. I'm not sure why, but that's how they were. I think it was for some protective measure they did it. Yeah, so I have African ancestry and I'm proud.
Wow.
Listen, I always want to go, I always say that's one of my dreams to visit Africa and, try to find out more about who, where they come from and who they are, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hear also that you're related to Mr. Fabulous. He was on his show last week, cooking a Igbo dish. And I think he also is a Igbo prince too.
Yes, so it's maybe some relative. You don't know.
That's what you're talking about, man. All right, Miss K Allen. Well, you do your thing. Our positive vibes meet positive vibes. So now is your time and the
Wow.
stage is yours. So I coming off. So I let the audience know you closing off with this beautiful song. And you never there's never a disappointment with you. So let them have it.
Right, guys. So I want you to enjoy this one. Now we are celebrating African History Month. So let's jump in. Night and the spirits of light calling my beloved, and the voice with the fear of the child answers, oh my beloved. Wait, there's no mountain too great. Hear these words and have faith. Oh, oh, yo, have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the waters, into the truth, in your reflection, he lives in you. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth, in your reflection, he lives in you. He lives in you, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Wait, there's no mountain too great. Hear these words and have faith. Have faith. Oh, he lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth, in your reflection, he lives in you. He lives in you, yeah. Oh, he lives in me, yeah. He watches over, yeah, everything we see, yeah. Oh, into the water, into the truth, in your reflection. Oh, he lives in you. He lives in you. Hey, thank you guys very much for having me again. It was my pleasure being here.
You're welcome, Miss Kay Allen. Have you next time. Thank you for taking the time off again and coming and gracing us with such a powerful, beautiful voice. We really do
Oh, thank
appreciate it.
you.
And see you soon again. And thank you for your
Yeah.
support, though. Even though you're not on the show, I see you at times in the comments. And I know you do go back at times and even look at the show, even if you don't comment. So thank you as well for your continued love and support. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
you're welcome. No problem.
Okay. All right, guys. So just a few announcements I had to come back on to let you all know. Well, next week, the December the 6th, in Tobago here will be the Friday before election. And we want everyone to, just remain focused in doing their own little researches, you know, getting out safely and being active as a part of, whichever, the political progress in whichever way you see it fit, and just be safe. And for this reason, because this weekend is going to be not this weekend, next weekend is going to be a very, very hectic one in Tobago. And for this reason, we will not have any live with JB, but we will do a premiere on Facebook and on YouTube. And we will be back live and direct on December the 10th to hit off our Christmas show. So, in case, just want all to know so that you all would understand that there is no live video, but there will be a premiere. So in closing, do all the homework properly this week and go out and vote next week, Monday. And remember, elections have consequences. So don't stick. Do what you all have to do and vote for whoever you all, want to. But just be very cautious and careful and so on. But I just want to say something that is not a part of my close off take, but I was looking at Miss Allen, Miss Xavier, Avi, but basically those three last persons, Avi, uh uh Miss K Allen and Xavier and Mr. Corbin as well, and I want to personally say thank you to my sponsors, Cadre Solutions and the Pride of Tobago Foundation, not just making a positive impact in my life, but it's just like when I took those persons from on the stage and I put them backstage, is the smiles that continued on their faces, and to me, you see, when we lend a hand to help somebody else, is it joy it brings and it gives to other people. So I even want to say thank you to all of the public who is viewing, who also contributes towards the Pride of Tobago Foundation, and also, you know, um, helping them to be able to help us. For so all of you all who make contributions to the Pride of Tobago Foundation, this was a moment for you all to feel very special, because I felt good to see those smiling faces, because I think Miss K Allen was just still too shocked backstage, But big up to Catchway Solutions and the Pride of Tobago Foundation for this continual impact, positive impact that they are making in the life of others. So I love all of you all, and we will see you all on the 10th of December, where we will hit up our Christmas show. So please be safe. I love you all. And it's always a pleasure to have you all locked on and listening, even those who don't comment. So Miss Donna, Miss Sharon, Miss Cheryl, and everyone else. Thank you so much, Mr. Wizard of Oz, Mr. Fred. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Oh, one thing just before I go, remember Miss Sharon, Miss Cheryl were bracing me earlier with the comment I made. Well, basically what I meant is just to clear the air from anybody else. Um I just, it's something that I always say that, boy, I would dollarize the nation. It's just a joke we just say, I would dollarize the nation, right? But when I say I don't want to do it out of my own kindness, simply means that, you see, I know where I come from with the racist, with the racial behavior of my family and so on. And basically, I honestly, if I'm to ever, God is to ever bless me with children, I want it from the opposites, from an African. because this is where I want to teach my children and to teach them where I come from, basically, and to help them to know, for their generations to come, that it's okay. It's okay to be of East Indian and still have a family. You understand? From African descent. So basically, that was it. So I don't want anybody to mistake anything that I would have said, but basically, that's just it in a nutshell. But it's a joke we just make in Trinidad and Tobago. We just say, "Hey, I want Douglas nation," So it's just a joke. But anyway, I love you all, and you all have a good night. Thank you, Miss Sharon, for the virtual hug, and I love all of you all. And see you all December the 10th to kick off our Christmas show. Have a good night. Love you all.